Hello everyone and welcome back to another Railway Empire 2 video. Very excited to be back on. It's been a couple of days since I actually last played it as I've been out working and stuff. But we're back on and yeah, just excited to get going again. I think in the last one we extended to, we extended to Pittsburgh and over towards Toronto. So you can see sort of the network there on the right down to Pittsburgh and over to the left to Toronto. Just seeing sort of what it's quite a nice overview actually. You can zoom really far out now on this one. Syracuse actually seems to be growing, which is quite good. I suppose it's going to sort of become the hub of the US-Canada border, I suppose. I don't know. Is Syracuse? I need to work. Is Syracuse in Canada or is it in the United States? It is. No, it's not a city. Well, it probably is a city in Italy. But what about the other one? It is in New York. How close is it to the border of Canada? Oh, actually quite a way. Okay, all right. So yeah, I suppose the hub of that area. So what are we gonna do? Well, let's see. In this one, I mean, we could expand the main line. That's a big lick. Or we could create the junction off to London and then try and sort of bring it around Toledo. But then we could have a junction here coming off here. So what do we start with first? That's sort of the big question mark. I think we should start with Cleveland. Yeah, let's get Cleveland. Let's get it involved. Let's let Cleveland feel the love of our railway empire. So we'll get that in there, and we're going to join that up. Should be relatively flat. I mean, there's not really many mountains. We've already gone through the Appalachians. We've already done the hard bit. I mean, the next hard bit, I suppose, will probably be the Rockies, which is on the other side of the map. I mean, actually, it would be really tough going through there, probably. Look how easy that is. Just simple, 1%. Easy. And then that can then join. Oh, there's another train. Hopefully it doesn't reset that. That would be annoying if it did. Do that. And then that can then come round. Otherwise we've just cut the road in half again. We're like anti-roads. And then we do that. We just basically get them in at every station. There we go. We get a supply tower in as well. Might as well. Well, that was easy. We got to signal that as well, so we'll do that. You go that way, and you go that way. Simple as that, really. Simple as that. I still wish we did have manual signals, because we can't place manual signal. Well, basically, we can't do it one by one. Whereas in the first game, we had the option to do one by one, or automatic, which for these sort of little let me try and find a place for sort of the triangle, this bit here for example, it would be nice to have a signal right up. Well, actually maybe not there. In fact, why is that not? It's reset itself again. Hold on, just double check that. Yeah, wow, that's that. For places, yeah, like this, it'd be nice to have a signal really up close, which actually it does that one, which is alright. What are you waiting for? Why are you waiting for the train all the way over there? Is there no signals? There's no signals there. Wow, that would have been left there for quite some time. Well, we best double check. A couple of sort of big gaps. There's one here as well, look. Just going to double check that, because that really could screw things over. That's why trains were taking so long. That's why they're all sort of bunching up. Yeah, it looks fine now. Yeah, I have to keep an eye on that. But I mean, hopefully it'll be all right. What are you waiting for? I don't know why they all want to go into the same platform. Wait, what one? They're all bundling up again. Right, you're waiting for that one there. Okay, but you already passed the signal, so why do you have to wait? Don't know. Bit of a bottleneck, Philadelphia. Lopez Rest. Come on, we own you. You should be doing well. We'll have to upgrade it again at some point. Let's see. I've got an idea. Ooh, something's forming in my head here. What if we have a loop from, or maybe we could have Toronto, London, Toledo, Cleveland, and then sort of almost like a loop service back to Syracuse. See, it's so difficult. It's like, do we do that? Do we not do that? Because this is growing. This place. It's got a relatively large station as well. But it's just a nice circle. It could be. Or do we not do that and we just continue straight out? Who knows? Well, Cleveland is connected. Let's, I suppose, try and go even further. Now, do we sort of cut Toledo off and go straight to Indianapolis? Although, what's the gradient like there? And we probably could get straight through. But probably is worth just swinging off a little bit to the right to get to Toledo. So yeah, we'll do that. Let's do that. Let's get this in. This is like a big expansion in this video. We are expanding to further horizons. That's still flat, which is great. Well, it's not all flat. Well, you can see the earthworks going up, so there definitely is a cutting somewhere. But for the most part, it's looking good. 48. I mean, it's so cheap as well. But I think one of our perks was to have cheaper track building. Because you obviously at the very beginning, if you saw that episode, you get to pick what character you want, and I think we went with like the engineer. So, but yeah, our track costs are much lower. And again, we'll do the same. Basically, most stations we get a. Actually, we won't do a supply tower here actually, but we'll get one of these bad boys in. There you go. Cool. Well, that's Toledo now. We really are expanding out. Sort of a branch line off the other line there, but we really do need to sort of still be working on our home line, sort of the big main line. We sort of started with that, and then we sort of just expanded out this way and sort of forgot about it. So we do need to sort of go back to that at some point. Now, what I'm doing here, you're probably wondering, well, he's building all this track, but he's not putting any trains on it. What I'm going to do, no, we don't have that. We're nowhere near that. We'll build the line first. Now we've got the trains making the money over here. We can then spend it over here without sort of worrying too much. And then once the line's built to a good sort of stage, we'll then put trains on it. So maybe if we get to... oh my god, there's just so many different cities on here. There's so many more than what you had on Railway Empire 1, where it was slightly more limited. I said we get to Chicago, and at Chicago, that's the border. We go no further past Chicago for now. I mean, you've got the Mississippi here anyway, or this bit here at least. So yeah, I feel like Chicago is like the cut-off point. We don't go any further until we've done a bit more to our already, existing areas. So yeah, Chicago is our cut-off point for now. So we'll go to Chicago. That is the next one, isn't it? Yeah, there's Grand Rapids as well, but we'll probably do something for that. Chicago, you're going in. The Midwest. So yeah, we are now in the Midwest. They call it the Midwest, don't they? Even though it's not really Midwest, it's more Mideast, really, isn't it? We're not really west, but yeah, the Midwest. Alright, so we'll come out of there. Hang on. There is actually a bit more of a... It's not as flat here. Oh yeah, look at that. Well, if we try and border the lake here... Yeah, we don't really want any big grades. Yeah, I love this view. This view makes things so much easier. But it's quite hard to judge what the gradient is looking at that. It's like, is that flat or is that hilly? But when you look at that... I mean, there's a couple of little hills there, or little stubs, but that's about it. Makes it very, very much easier. Right. Once we get to Chicago, no more going west. It's an important key. It's a key stage of construction getting to Chicago. There. And then we only got 300k now, so we don't want to lose any of that. We'll get a maintenance thing in here as well. There you go. Right. Stop spending money. We get a supply tower in as well. Right in the middle of the road crossing as well. And we'll signal that all of the way if we can. But that's a massive, and that's probably one of our biggest extensions so far. Which is good, because that's sort of a key sort of stage now reached. I mean, Chicago, you know, we're sort of out here now. I mean, almost at the Great Plains, which you can see are mostly, for the most part, flat. And you just come over here and you can just see the Rockies approaching. And it's not so flat. Look at that. Just all of that section of the map. You really wouldn't want to start on that section of the map. You'd have a really hard time trying to get anywhere. You need money before you get up to the Rockies. Right. Well, now we need to connect the industries up for these places, because otherwise they're just sitting there, not lots going on. So that's what we probably should do now. And then we also need to think what service pattern they should have. I mean, I'm thinking probably New York to Chicago. It just sounds like a natural service to have. And I think it is actually a real one in real life. Come on, Smudge. She wants to join in with Rail Empire. I think that's what we will do. It will be New York City. Ooh. Because we've got quite a few trains on this New York to Albany bit. Oh god, I'm thinking about spending money here. What if we tried to make a line from Albany up to Boston, and it was then Boston to Chicago? Just to sort of really relieve some pressure on this bit here. Although it's not really, it's quite hilly, isn't it? Yeah, it's quite, you would sort of have to come across here. Now, we'll keep it as it is, but that might change in future, because it's already quite a traffic heavy. Actually, not, it's not too bad. So what's the utilisation? 47%. Unless we quadruple track it. But for now, should be okay. But this could be something to consider in the future. I mean, you've got some trains sort of waiting there. In fact, I'm very much considering quadrupling track that. I know it was like a nice little 2-track section, cutting through the mountains, but you know, we've got other lines now. We're going to have double the amount of trains, and it's already on what, 40% utilisation, so it's going to be on 80%. It won't be ideal. So yeah, I think we're going to have to, really, aren't we? Just going to quickly see what they need. Could we sort of get this connected? Right, they want grain, and that's it. Well, that's easy. We can do that quickly. Although they probably want it as well, don't they? Actually, hang on, maybe not. No, they do. So, well, we're going to prioritise Cleveland here, because they actually do have an industry which needs that, whereas, well, here they don't really need it. They just want it for the fun of it. So let's get this in. And we'll just join that up like that, nice and simple. Nothing major. Hopefully it puts in a signal on that section. See, this is why we need manual signals, because there's no signals here. I don't really want to have to put a maintenance shed here, so well, we could actually. Where's the nearest one after that? It's quite a way, isn't it? Syracuse. Yeah, I don't really want one here. So even though I do sort of wish it was slightly cheaper to have it at one of these more rural, you know, I think that's still 80k to pop it in there. I'm gonna put a Geridian in. I'm probably saying that. I've probably said that wrong every time, haven't I? Geridian. We'll put another supply tower in, even though there's literally one on the other side of the station, but oh well. Rail line, Clark train station to Cleveland. And you see, it's so addictive, this game. We'll set that to 4. In the future, that might need its own separate track, actually. John Bull, yeah, that should be all good. There goes. There's our first train on that section of the line. What does that actually put the utilisation up to? Oh, it hasn't actually updated yet. Lovely. But yeah, we have, Chicago is, we really are getting out this way. Let's get a screenshot of that. Chicago, we're coming for you. Get another screenshot. It's quite hard getting sort of thumbnails for this game, as there's not really, I suppose, a photo. I mean, why would there be a photo mode? Oh, hang on, that's not good. Something's stuck. Oh no, maybe not. So usually when it showed that on Railway Empire, it means something was stuck. Although that seems to be fine. So I don't really know what they were waiting for, really. Hang on, is that oh, well, I thought it was a grasshopper there. I was going to say, what on earth's that doing on the network? Okay, that's good. Still, the North East Corridor's annoying me. I don't like it. It's just always having problems. I mean, probably the same as real life, really, isn't it? But always having issues. Buffalo, we already connected up. Pittsburgh, yeah, that's got what it needs. Cleveland's got what it needs now. Toledo, you're going to want the meat there, aren't you? Yeah. Right, well, we'll get that done. Get that done and dusted. Just get sort of all the industries connected, because that will start making us money to begin with. I don't know why it doesn't let you build there as well. May not touch the city. Makes it sort of more difficult for planning it. And we might even, no, so we could even put in another platform for this, but for now we won't. I want to try and bend it round the other way, but I don't think it won't. If I do that, no, it doesn't want to do it, does it? It is tempting to put another track in for Toledo. No, we won't. I'll try and swing it around the other way then. Like that. It's just hard getting around that city area without it getting annoyed with us. If we do that, like that, you go like that, and you go like that. Good, there's a signal there, that's good to see. Again, let's put a maintenance thing in. We get supply tower in, but it's just getting these sort of good connections in, done and dusted now. Nolan's, oh, hang on, I don't want to do that. Nolan stop to Toledo. It has to take, well, I'm going to take 4, but I might up that in future to 6, depending on how busy the line becomes. Because it's quite quickly becoming our biggest line. And will be probably one of the busier ones. Yeah. What did that just say? It said, oh, I know why. We need to get one of these in. So it can turn around. Well, that's alright then. Well, that's both sort of those places connected. Chicago, what do you want? Oh, you'll want that, won't you? Yeah, we'll want that. Well, we will do that. Just sort of get the industry connected as soon as you can, because it makes a big difference money wise. So we're going to spend. Oh, I've got to be careful with that money. Let's speed up time. Just see sort of what happens. Where's it going? How much are we getting? Okay, yeah. Well, we'll keep it sped up. No, we can't whilst we're building actually. Well, I suppose for now we're gonna have to do that, aren't we? Just for now, and then that can go into. And so we have gone a little bit west of Chicago, but it's because it's an industry, all right. It's important. We have to. So that will need a supply test. So you need to put all these things in just for that tiny little line there. That's got a maintenance one there. Right, cool. That's relatively straightforward to set up. And you'll be wanting, well, 4 of that. And that should then be all good. Put a train on there. Nice. Well, that is all of the industry. Well, apart from the, I think, yeah, Solido also wanted to have grain as well, but they don't actually have a grain industry, so not as important. And this probably doesn't have the capacity for that just yet. But nice to see the trains are sitting there. Right. We're going to do it. We're going to quadruple track this line through here, because this is going to become a bottleneck, especially with this here. So it needs to be done. And could we even have another station at New York, which would be just for... No, because we can add more platforms on, actually, can't we? Yeah, we can do. We've got another 2 slots. But that means retracking the whole of New York, which I don't really fancy doing. So let's keep it as it is, and we'll just see how it gets on. So what we'll do is we will... Let's start it from this side. Because, I mean, this one's already sort of hugging the river. I doubt we'll be able to get any more in on that side, so we're going to have to sort of think this quite carefully. That comes down there. That's fine, but then when you get to here, it goes a bit sort of dodgy, as you've got the industry track there. So what we're probably going to have to do is retrack most of it, actually. We'll just pop that in now. We're going to have to snip that. We're going to get rid of this. We're going to get rid of that as well. We'll just get rid of that quick there. A little bit further back. We're going to have to redo this bit. And we're also going to have to set waypoint. We'll have to see what sort of way the trains go as well. Right, so that's fine. That will then come round, follow that over. It's great the way you can have that now, free on a bridge. See, that's not ideal there. See, it's going on a bridge there. I suppose it isn't too bad. Yeah, it's not too bad actually. And then that's going to then have to swing across, which it can use this little outlet here. If it can, and then swing up to 4%. Hang on, what's that all about? To there, hang on. There, this bit has to change though. Yeah, it's not particularly ideal, that bit. Remove track point. Remove track point. Can we just... Oh, we can do that. Oh, that's fine. Oh, yeah, that sorts that then. Okay, well that's now triple track. Let's get in another one. And that's going to be on a bridge the whole time, isn't it? Okay, no, it's still just about. It's quite expensive, but... Okay, alright, I see. We do need money to be able to sort it all out. Then we'll have to join this back up. Hope this is not more than 100k, because that's going to not be very handy if it is. What did we do last time for this one? Did we bring it this way round? Must have. Yeah, must have. And then comes across. Oh, it doesn't like that. That's not good. Okay, I see. All right. Pop it here, maybe. Is that fine? Doesn't really matter when it's going uphill as much. There. Well, that's a good job. Do that. Signal this. So it's all going the right way. Well, I'm glad we've got that done. So yeah, this is going to be quite a busy route. But it looks weird seeing it's triple track, doesn't it? But also have to go even further though as well. Probably all the way to Syracuse actually, but we don't have the money for that at the moment. So let's just leave that as it is for now and just see what way the trains. I mean, they should still actually go the same way. There shouldn't really be any issue with that. There's a train there. So they should continue as they are for now. But this one's now separated. Look at that, sort of racing each other along there. Brilliant. So this is supposed to be the Hudson River line, I suppose. Brilliant. Couple of screenshots. Brilliant. I mean, that looks really cool actually. Look at that as it goes along. There's 4 tracks now on this section. All, you know, it used to be a little quaint line, and now it's got 4 tracks, and it's really quite the line. Although still not going to instate this at all. Has that not got a supply tower? Does that not have? Did we not put a supply tower? I apologise. We didn't put a supply tower in for it. And we'll do that there. But yeah, we still don't have enough money to put many trains in on this section yet. So we've got to wait really. Oh, 201 days left, that's fine. Okay, not too bad. Money is coming in. Philadelphia is still doing my head in. Okay, it's not too bad actually. I thought all the trains were waiting there still. But it seems to be okay. Yeah, so that's now 4 tracks. So that's good. Although we need to do it even further now. We've still got money. We've still got a few minutes as well. So let's try and do a little bit further if we can. Into Syracuse, yeah, would be the best option. So we're gonna have to cut you off for now. Sorry. And sorry, not sorry. Yeah, we're gonna have to expand that. What's that? Is that a train? No, I thought it was a train in the other platform there. Right, so this needs to go even further. Oh, hopefully. Oh, can it? Oh, probably just about. Very close though. Syracuse already has the right amount of platforms, so that's fine. Ish. We're gonna have to put that in. Oh, that works quite nicely actually, like that. And then that can then come off that side, like that. Can we get that past though? Oh, we can. Look how close that is. So we can for now. And then join that up. There. Okay, that's another good job. Change that. You go that way. You go that way. Sorry, mate. We'll connect you back up. Disconnected from the network. There we go, and that's that fine. Well, I think that's a quite successful episode we've had there. We've quadruple tracked sort of one of the main, sort of throats, I suppose, of now the ever expanded network we've got. So that's good. That's now sorted across there. We probably want to, we want to do that actually. We want to get one of these in here. But that should then be okay. So yeah, I think we'll call it an end there. Hopefully everyone has enjoyed it. Hopefully in the next episode we'll build up our money and then we can then put in trains on that section. But yeah, do leave your thoughts in the comments below. Big thanks to KALYPSO for giving us a key to show it off. Links can be found in the usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store. Apart from that, thanks for coming in, and I hopefully will see you next time. See you all. Take care. Bye guys.